Welcome to the Garden Report on CLNS Media and Celtics Blog. I'm Nick Gelso, joined by the bookends tonight. Jimmy Toscano.
What up?
Josue Pavon.
What's up,
It's good, Joe.
What's good?
If you have been watching television, listening to sports radio, you know Kyrie Irving has been all over the place by design, Jimmy, because he asked for the interview with Stephen A. Smith on First Take. Why? He didn't give us anything.
He did. You're not listening enough. If you don't think he gave you anything, you're just not listening.
Watched it 3 times, man.
Watch it again. Clean out your ears.
I'm not Woj.
Sometimes by saying nothing, you're actually saying a lot. And I think in that interview, what he was telling people was that I don't care. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you think. I'm going to go out here right now, and I'm shaping the story in that sense that what you guys are saying, what you guys are maybe hearing, doesn't necessarily mean it's true. And you're looking at me right now. I'm not being super emotional about the situation.
Unemotional.
Completely unemotional. Whether or not LeBron is emotional, whether or not Dan Gilbert is emotional, or the Cleveland Cavs fans are, this is about Kyrie now. And he's tired of probably trying to make everybody else happy. Now he's trying to make himself happy, and now he probably assumes Boston's a good place to have that happen.
At least, Jimmy, you didn't need a translator for that. Somehow you pulled that. I had a hard time pulling much of anything out of it. I mean, I loved the interview. I loved how gutsy he is. I mean, and not only that, Josue, there's no doubt. I mean, leaving that interview, I still don't know what the F happened in Cleveland and why he wanted to leave.
Because Kyrie's a weird dude. I mean, obviously that goes without saying after all these interviews and everything, but a lot of it has to do with him just wanting to do him. Kyrie wants to be out of LeBron's shadow. He wants to be out of Cleveland. Because let's face it, whether LeBron stays or leaves, that's not his team. It can't be. It's not his organization.
Okay,
I feel like the LeBron effect just completely destroyed that. He wants a fresh beginning. He wants a fresh start. He doesn't not only want to be the guy, but he wants to be one of the top guys in the NBA, and he can't do that in Cleveland.
He didn't give much information at all, but one thing he did do is he talked about teammates 1 through the roster, 1 through 15. He's only one guy of 12. So where are you getting out of that he's in LeBron's shadow or that he wants to get out of LeBron's shadow?
I think it's the knocks on the organization.
Clearly, there's a culture problem.
Together, absolutely, and that begins and ends with LeBron James. I mean, when LeBron James came back, they got his coach, they got his head coach, they got rid of the one, they got rid of Blatt. He got his players. I mean, look, J.R. Smith, Tristan Thompson. I mean, they're around because those are LeBron's buddies. I mean, the culture in itself is all LeBron. Is everything about Cleveland is LeBron.
But don't you feel that it's maybe less LeBron, more about the culture, the coaching, and wanting to go to an environment? Like, look at the teams that he had on his list, Jimmy. He had the Spurs on his list. He had Phoenix on his list. He had all strong character, good culture teams Phoenix, with good opportunity. Phoenix, maybe not, but for the most part. And then Brad Stevens he ends up with.
I mean, I think
he mentioned coach in the interview, I think twice with Stevens.
Absolutely. I think Brad Stevens is a draw for the Celtics. I don't think that's the end-all, be-all, but I think we got a little peek into why some players do demand trades and do ask, or in free agency go somewhere else. We got it through Kevin Durant, or we got it through what Kevin Durant hoped would be his burner account. He left.
How many accounts do you have, Jimmy?
We'll talk about that. 3 or 4. He left Oklahoma City because he didn't think the coaching was great. He didn't think the support step after Russell Westbrook was great. So people want to say, "Oh, it's all about LeBron." He understands that he can move with LeBron, but it's everybody after LeBron that he looks and says, what if LeBron bolts next year? Now I'm going to be stuck in Cleveland. I'm going to re-sign with the Cavs, and I'm going to be stuck here in mediocrity. That's one of the reasons why Durant obviously left that we found out now, and I think that has a lot to do with why Kyrie tried to get out ahead of it.
I think it has a lot to do with the culture, Jimmy. I'm telling you, like you said, he would be stuck in Cleveland. He would be stuck in that culture that was LeBron's. Even though he's not there anymore, Kyrie's like, this isn't my team anymore. Whether he's here or not, I can't stick around here.
After I watched First Take, I went to the CLNS YouTube channel and watched the Kyrie presser. Then I watched the Isaiah Thomas presser in Cleveland. The details are lacking just in the way they set up the conference room, right? Everything is kind of predicated towards LeBron. And I think Kyrie, he came out yesterday to be able, like you said, Jimmy, set the narrative straight, set the story straight. And he's definitely a serious guy. And I think the media was kind of insinuating that drama follows him or that he's a selfish type player. Do you think drama's going to follow him to Boston?
I don't. I think it's just going to be a fresh start. I think that, hey, I mean, he, even at the presser in Boston, he gave a lot of credit to LeBron in saying that I learned a lot from that guy. He said, I'd be lying if I didn't say that. And I think the things that he's learned from LeBron James, he knows that he can do that and do it even better. Maybe that's what he's thinking, in my opinion. maybe they didn't have the greatest relationship. But at the end of the day, he can't deny the fact that the guy's a champion. He's the best player in the world. He learned a lot from him. Now he's going to take that knowledge to Boston and lead the team to it. We're predicting, a championship within the next 4 or 5 years? I don't know. That's the window, right?
I think there is going to be
Gary Tangway. It's this year.
Hey,
He said
Hey,
that.
Tangway's
love,
done that.
love Tangway. I love
man.
his confidence.
Yeah.
I think there will be some drama because it's the NBA. It's
Yeah,
all
they
drama.
create the drama.
It's the best drama on television or off tele. The off season is more entertaining than during the season half the time because there's so much drama, and a lot of that drama is fueled by, the media and by the outside rumors. It's not necessarily that Kyrie Irving is creating it, but it becomes created just with those outside factors. So whenever LeBron is coming to town or whenever the Celtics are going to Cleveland, that's going to be drama. That's never going to go away. And I honestly, I embrace that drama. I think it's interesting for the game and it's interesting for the Celtics.
Jimmy
I
Toscano.
don't think it's going to be negative, though. Not negative drama. It's just going to be another added interest to it.
It's going to be fun this year, and it starts next week with Media Day on Monday, training camp during the week. We're going to get our first look at Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving in green for the Boston Celtics. I'm Nick Gelso, Jimmy Toscano, Josue Pavon. Today's episode was powered by Bombfell. Go to bombfell.com/Garden Report and get yourself some sweet clothing. And check us out on CLNS Media and Celtics Blog.